What is up, everyone? How's it going? Welcome back to another live stream. Sorry about the tad bit of delay. For some reason, the laptop was saying, you got to use this for your audio. I was like, no, I don't want to use that for my audio. So apologize about the little bit of delay. But what's up, everyone? Say, how's it going? As you guys hop on up in here, Puddin', how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Hopefully everything's looking okay and sounding okay. Because for some reason, this piece of crap is saying one freaking bar right now, and the router again is right next to me. So I don't know if it's StreamYard or if it is my internet. I'm gonna do a quick speed test real quick on this freaking bunk. What's up, Craig? AI Mike, or Al Mike, AI Mike, how's it going? Cordetti, always in here supporting Daniel. What is up as well? Let's do a continue on the web. Let's do a speed test, see how it is. Is it looking all right? Let me know if it's looking okay and sounding okay. Daniel, how's it going? Cordetti, Mike, Craig. Sound is 10 of 10. Video is 7 of 10. That's wonderful. That is great to hear. Super glad that I pay for good internet, right? I'm going to plug my Mac in just in case that could be it. We will just plug it in for some juice in case for some reason it's the stream not getting enough power. Definitely super not professional, right? But I'm not a professional. We do this as we do it. Craig says video looks good. Host is 20 out of 10. Thanks, Danny. I appreciate that. Mike, what is up? Sam says, what's up, John? Sound and video are now good. All right, well, let's hope that it stays pretty good. So if you guys are new to these live streams or you haven't joined in before, it's just pretty much me talking we go sometimes for an hour, 2 hours, starting a little bit later today. So we may only do like an hour, hour and a half. But basically, you guys are able to just throw live streams up into the chat if you guys want, and don't be scared to ask questions. It could be about anything from Toyota to life to whatever you guys want to, ask questions about. This is basically just me and you guys talking and us hanging out as a live stream. You guys don't need to keep watching the screen because you guys could just listen because we don't really show that whole much on these live streams until it slows down a little bit. And then maybe I'll throw something up on the screen. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, throw them into the comments. I will try to get to them as quick as possible. But Mr. Conan here with the first question says, what's up, John? Have you ever considered doing a first-gen 4Runner build? Right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably not because of the bunk service. This is a vision board, right? If you guys don't know what a vision board is, you just put stuff on. Oh, I gotta cross something off, dude! Didn't even realize. Maybe I should look at my vision board more. I get more crap done. Right there. YouTube play button. Got it in June 24. So right here, if you look right there, that is a first-gen 4Runner. So I would love to have a first-gen 4Runner one day for sure. The way that I would like to do it is as a beach cruiser. So I would like to get one to fully restore, make it really, really nice, very OEM as well, OEM plus kind of a style. And yeah, but it is on my board to have a nice first-gen 4Runner right there. So one day, people just want a lot of money for even clapped out ones right now, which is kind of crazy that they just want that much. Even people wanting first-gen Tundras. I messaged a dude today about a first-gen Tundra. He's definitely from overseas, living here in Florida for whatever reason. Maybe it's work to make some money or something like that. And this dude is trying to sell a first-gen Tundra for like $12,500. It has 175,000 miles on it, and he did a screenshot of it being worth like 12.5 for some reason. I'm like, bro, what did you use to like for the condition for this. He's like, well, I did great condition because it drives great. I was like, no, that's not how it works. And this thing was clapped out. It needed a lot of work. So I was like, bro, I'll give you $3,000. And he just sent me like laughing emojis. I'm like, you're the one that has this crap way overpriced. But yeah, so a first gen 4Runner build, 100% on the docket. We'll eventually do it. Bill Bob, how's it going? So 87 in the Land Cruiser, what is the verdict? My miles per gallon has gone down a little bit in the Land Cruiser. Power wise, I don't feel too much of a difference right now. I'm gonna load up one more tank of gas because we are at the bottom of this tank right now, so we'll have to add some more gas to it. But we did kind of romp the Land Cruiser around a little bit yesterday while up at Yoda Mafia. So the MPGs went down. We're at 21.3 miles per gallon right now on the Land Cruiser. I will be getting some time here very soon. We're trying to solidify dates and some other things, but I will be having a live stream like this, guys, with Chief Engineer Sheldon Brown on Toyota's team, which is very, very cool. So I will make a community post for you guys to ask whatever questions you want, and we will add those kind of to the live stream, and then it'll be a live stream like this too if we get caught up enough. Maybe it's for those that donate or something like that. They could have their questions read, and Chief Engineer Sheldon Brown will be able to answer them as well, like live on the live stream, which will be pretty rad. And that will be one of my questions, like, hey, is there any difference to your knowledge of the Land Cruiser and Tacoma and stuff to be running premium or not? Michael, what is up, man? Says, hey, does the SR5 come with an option for a rear locker? No, there are no SR5s even on the 4Runner or the Tacoma that allow that. The only SR5 that would is Tundra and Sequoia. So that's the only way that you could do it is with Tundra and Sequoia, because for those, for some reason, they have a tier D off-road package as an actual package versus it being a trim level like the 4Runner and Sequoia or Tacoma. Cordetti giving us an update on his Tacoma. He says that I got unfortunate news from my Tundra. The dealer is dropping the ball, so I may be parting ways with it shortly. Might trade it in on a Tacoma or a Frontier just to keep my 6L Power Stroke. That stinks, man, especially when dealers are the fault of it, right? Not like the vehicle, it's just the middleman with the dealership. That stinks. I think that you will like the Tacoma if you get into it, but a lot of people are enjoying the Frontier as well. So definitely let us know on the next live stream, man, which way you ended up going. Mike says, first time in the chat, sold my FJ40 in anticipation of a GX550 allocation. Said no to the Land Cruiser Premium to wait for the Lexus. Heck yeah, I hope you got a good price for that FJ, and I'm sure that you'll enjoy the new GX. Part of the live stream with the title, right, we will be heading down south next week and to look at like properties and stuff, and I will be getting more seat time in a GX if everything goes perfectly the way that it's supposed to right now. So I'll have that for hopefully a week while down there, and we may be driving the Land Cruiser down, or the Tundra is just so easy to drive down just because it's such a big cab and we can throw just everything in the bed of the truck. It's like so much nicer just to take that. But I do want to take the Land Cruiser just to see how it is on a road trip with the family too, to see if it's worth it or not. Because I know a lot of people are going to ask. So it's not that long of a road trip. It's only like 6.5, 7 hours. So it's not as bad as if we went to Texas, which is like 17 plus hours. So I think for 6-7 hours, we can afford to be a tiny bit more cramped in the Land Cruiser versus taking out the Tundra. But we will have more GX 550 action on the channel. I believe it will be a premium, or not a premium. Premium? I think it's either a premium plus or a luxury plus. Need to have an LFA on my goals list now, dude. For sure. And that's not even because I'm, a Toyota fanboy or whatever. Like, I've loved the LFA forever. It has been like a goals vehicle since I was in like high school, before I even did any of this stuff. Daniel says, John, do you think that the Airbnb market is getting saturated? Thoughts on midterm rentals? So it depends on where you are. I am really wanting to do midterm rentals as well, especially if rates go back down. Like they are saying that they're going to go back down eventually. They're meeting twice in the next, I forget, however many meetings or whatever, but they're saying that the points are supposed to go down like 200 points or whatever, which means that the rates will be significantly lower. But again, with that means now there's more buyers in the market as well. So people being displaced with houses, they're going to need somewhere to stay for a month or two. I think that it's nice also to do midterm rentals if you can get hooked up with insurance companies or hospitals around you for like traveling nurses and stuff. But it just depends on your market for Airbnbs. The Airbnbs that I see doing like stupid well are the ones like in the middle of nowhere. Those ones just crush it. It seems like the more unique it is and the more remote it seems like it is, and the smaller it is like the vision that I see for Airbnbs. They're just getting saturated, man. We looked for a place to go down to Tampa. And there were some good ones, but then there were other ones that people just bought a house, threw some freaking crappy Walmart furniture into it, and put it on Airbnb. Like, that's trash. Like, that's what oversaturates the market with just search results, just because people just put bogus onto the platform, and that's just horrible. Erwin, how's it going, man? Good evening, John. I found and took home the Tundra that I want. Dude, let us know which one you got, dude. Welcome to the live stream. Give us another comment saying which Tundra you got. Congrats. Cordetti says it would be an older Tacoma if he did it. A 2019 SR5 four-wheel drive extended cab versus a 2020 Frontier. I will test drive them both. Got to look at the bottom line price to see what direction I will go with. Let us know, man. Let us know. Yeah, definitely if you're going older, both of them to me are kind of like in the same ballpark. I can't remember when the Frontier got a newer engine. I want to say it was 2022, 2021, 2022, I think. I can't remember. Hey, John, Tim, what the frick? I put both of those together. Pointed out that you were live also. Is he live still right now? I tried to push mine a little bit because I don't know when Tim goes on. Maybe it seems to be every Tuesday as well. But I try to do my live streams on Tuesday at 7 Central. So I did notice that he beat me to the punch today, putting it onto YouTube. So maybe if you guys want to go over to his live stream, you guys can totally go over to his live stream and hang out with him. I tried to push mine like 30 minutes because usually his live streams are a little bit shorter sometimes. So I try to just push mine a little bit longer for that. Z says the new Tacomas at my nearby dealership are finally getting a discount. SR5's going for 39, which is right where they should be, like in the beginning. And some ORs are around 44. I was just going to buy a 2022 SR5 when my lease is up, but thinking about buying new now. That's the thing, man. Like when they first came out, it's supply and demand, right? If people want the vehicle and there's a little bit of vehicles out there, people are going to pay the premiums, unfortunately, which sucks. But the good thing about that is that now there are a lot that are on the market, and there's discounts. Even when I was at Toyota Jeff's dealership like a month and a half ago when I was getting the Land Cruiser, there was the Tacomas. They're like $2,500 off MSRP. Granted, most of them are SR5s, SRs, the Tier D Sports. It is still unique and rare that the off-roads are... dude, what the heck, man? That the off-roads are discounted, but yeah. Again, sorry if the stream is bad, guys. I have no idea why it is like this. My router is literally right there, so this is kind of frustrating. Erwin got a platinum. Heck yeah, man! Congrats. That is the one to get. That is the one to get. I enjoy the platinum so much. It's the best. It's the best. I hope that when the Tundra gets refreshed, the Tier D Pro is based on a platinum grade. I think that would look really good. JR, good evening, man. Welcome to the stream. Will, what is up? Love watching your content. I appreciate you being a supporter. Molly says, does the Land Cruiser get blown around on the highway? Like if you're going 70 miles an hour and there's some strong winds, I suffer with it in my Wrangler. Plus, there's a lot of wind noise on the front windshield. The Land Cruiser doesn't really get blown around that much on the highway at all. I was just at Yotamata going back and forth, and I looked down. I was like, "Oh, I'm going 85 miles an hour." So I've never been in like crazy windstorms with it, but it doesn't feel like it gets blown around on the highway. It gets up and goes pretty well. There is some wind noise with the Land Cruiser. It's just a big box. It's not atrocious. It's not as bad as my Tundra, but it doesn't feel like it gets like just blown around. Looking forward to seeing Sheldon in the live Q&A. Maybe we can give some. He could give some insight on the new. I don't know about that. He probably will say I can't talk about future developments or anything. And I don't see why they would go to a 2.4 and a 2.0 replacing a 2.4 in 2027. That's only 3 years away. I feel like this 2.4 is going to last a long time. I don't know who kind of started that rumor with a 2.0 replacing the 2.4. Maybe for the cars, but for trucks, like they just developed this new engine. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon, honestly. Cougar Sand says, "Hey John, love the channel. Can you share your thoughts on the state of Toyota quality? Will they reclaim their title as the best in the coming years? Will the new truck platforms work out the kinks?" It's going to be hard for Tundra. It's going to be really hard for Tundra. This engine recall, debris in the engine, them crapping out at unknown mileage. 2024 is still having issues. Tundra is going to be very hard to redeem. It is. It's almost like if they figure it out and then the refresh is here, it's like, why would anyone want any of the beginning ones like on the used market? So it's going to be really hard, I feel, for Toyota for those. As for the Tacoma, like I don't see any issues with the Tacoma at all yet. Yeah, mine had like a check engine light, couple transmission issues, which isn't really even Toyota. It's Aisin, a company that Toyota does have partnership in, but they supply transmissions to a lot of auto manufacturers. So, I mean, if they had a little spoof with their transmissions or how Toyota stuff communicates with it, like it's just a simple fix. So, aside from like just the Tundra's issues, there haven't been any new things. Now, keep in mind, like these are all new vehicles. Toyota's kept the 4Runner for 15 years, the Tundra for 14 years, the Sequoia for almost just as long, the Tacoma was 9 years. It's just crazy that they're just boom, 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 all these new cars. So, yeah, I don't know. It's no like a normal Toyota enthusiast and fan, we're always a generation behind, it seems like. When the third gen Tacoma came out, people were like, oh, this one sucks. Like, they should have just kept the 4.0. The second gen Tacoma's the best, blah, 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 blah. And now the fourth gen comes out, and then once it proves itself, right, the fifth gen will come out, and people are going to be like, oh, this fifth gen sucks. They should have just kept it like the fourth gen. That's how, like, the Toyota fan base is. They are always, like, just behind. Trixie says, what are your thoughts? Do you feel that the old gen Toyotas will be still superior, though? V8 TRD Pro, V6 4Runner, V8 Land Cruiser. To some, it will be. If you're looking for reliability and stuff, like known reliability, then yeah, that's the way to go. But if you're looking for an actual good driving vehicle, like, I mean, the new stuff drives just so much better than the old. It's kind of crazy how much better it is. But then again, my 4Runner, when I get into it, it's super freaking solid. It is super, super solid. But the Land Cruiser, it's fun to drive, and it actually gets up and goes, and it's nice and comfortable. So just depends on what you are looking for. For everyone joining on in, we are now up to 50 people. I appreciate you guys. I apologize, though, if it's glitchy, if the audio sucks. I am right here next to my router. It's saying 1 bar for some reason. I have no idea what is going on with the service here and stuff on this streaming platform. So it's ironic, too, because I let StreamYard put an affiliate link into the description of this in case you guys liked the live stream and whatnot. You could use the affiliate link, but they are not freaking performing well right now, huh? I'm going to go ahead and close out some apps maybe, but I don't see why apps would be ruining the Wi-Fi experience on my laptop. But yeah, I mean, and we have, when it works, we have very good internet. Like over Wi-Fi, it's almost 800 megabits down and like 50 up, which 50 up still isn't the best. We don't have fiber or anything like that, but it still should be working pretty good. It should not be giving me 1 bar right here, but I just closed out of a bunch of apps. So we shall see how it goes. Hey, Jake says, hey John, a third day with the Land Cruiser First Edition and loving it. Love the channel. Heck yeah, man. Keep us updated on that. Let me know if you have any issues with your Land Cruiser. For some reason, and I want to have my wife drive it and me be like right in the passenger seat really listening for it. But there's like this weird noise coming from the A-pillar at like freeway speeds. And I have no idea what the heck it is. And it's just making this weird noise, and I thought it was the windshield wipers like moving a little bit, but when it made the noise, I did the windshield wipers and it actually still persisted, so I have no idea what it is. PJ says, no more supercharger for your 4Runner on the vision board. This vision board is a very long-term one, but that is just a goal to have on the 4Runner one day. If I had a vision board of actually everything that I wanted, it would be just chapters. It would be so much stuff. So on this thing, I was gonna get rid of the boat on it and cross that off because we did have a boat, but it wasn't like the boat that I wanted, so I just kind of left that. And like this house that we're in right now, I crossed off a Florida house, but like it's just weird because this isn't the one that I want to stay in forever. So I don't know, like some big steps and stuff, you cross them off and you're like, then you just want to get to that next step. Shay says, John, do the new Tacomas have the same fake engine noise as the Tundras? So they do have some fed-in noise, but it's not like trying to be a V6 or trying to be a V8 like the Tundra. Like the Tundra just sounds just too fake. Like it just sounds too fake. The Tacoma, it just has a like a good rumble to it. It sounds just natural. To the point where when I put the Carista thing on it, I don't know if I'll eliminate it, or if I do eliminate it, like how much better it would sound or worse it would sound. But I'm not sure if it's all models, but the Tacoma does have some fake engine noise, but it sounds like natural. It sounds good. And for those joining in, we are solidifying a date and time, but I'm going to have a live Q&A with some pre-curated questions with Chief Engineer Sheldon Brown. But those questions will be based from you guys as well in the community tab whenever I'm able to post about it to get those questions and stuff. And then we will have them on the live stream. But hope Sheldon could give us a 6-foot bed in a hybrid Tier D off-road in the future. That would be super rad. Feel like it would be coming in the future for product longevity and stuff. But if you want that question asked, I'll write it down eventually. But I know that a lot of that stuff that they don't give us everything right away is for product future sales, right? So like if you're happy with your 3rd gen Tacoma right now, but you want a 4th gen as a hybrid, let's say, you know, a lot of people buy the new 4th gen, and in 2 years from now, 3 years from now, they're like, okay, let's put a hybrid 6-foot bed that people don't have to buy the Trail Hunter. Now you as a 3rd gen owner, you're like, oh yeah, now I want the 4th gen. So it like just keeps that model cycle kind of moving. That's why auto manufacturers, they don't give you everything right out of the gate. Even though it would be nice, they don't give you everything right out of the gate. They like slowly upgrade the models to where the last model year, you have everything pretty much at your disposal. Ollie says that's good to hear since it's a brick too. Love the Land Cruiser, though between that and a 4Runner Trail Hunter, that turbo intake noise on the 4Runner would be so hella addicting. It would, and your gas mileage would just plummet with that. It sounds so cool. It sounds really, really cool. I'm interested though how just a normal Tacoma or like the normal Land Cruiser, like whenever intakes come out for it, like I don't need it for power. It's plenty powerful, but for me it would just be for the sound of the turbo. I can actually hear the turbo in the Land Cruiser a little bit more than I can on the Tacoma, weirdly. So it would be cool to hear that on the Land Cruiser a little bit more. JR says that the new Tacoma with a phone charger, on the new Tacoma with a phone charger, is there a company that makes a plug-and-play wiring harness that you can use your switches on your console to turn it on and off? I have no idea what you're talking about on that one. Please reword that question. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, because that does not make sense to me right now, JR. Edwin says, now that I need to accessorize my new Tundra Platinum, but looking to get a tonneau cover first, what do you suggest? I enjoyed my Paragon one that I had. The only caveat to it is that it folds into the bed, but I like that I could just take it off and it didn't take up bed space at all if you need to utilize your full bed. But some people like the backflip. I personally don't like the backflip because you open it all the way, it blocks your view, I guess, and it's just kind of right there next to your cab. If I had like the money to buy it, it would be a long like rolling one, like a Trax one or something like that. But then again, with those, you lose a lot of bed space. So I'm not sure what size bed you got on your Tundra, Irwin, but I just wouldn't want to lose a lot of bed space with some of them. Mike says, I heard from some dealers that they don't get replacement cars from Toyota or Lexus if they sell a GX or LC250 out of market 50 plus miles away. Have you heard this? So when I was buying my Tacoma, this is true. I'm not sure if it's exactly 50 miles or if it's a little bit more than that, because the dealership that I bought the Tacoma at, they're mostly an MSRP dealership to their local area. But people outside of that, they charge an addendum. So like online, when I was calling about the Tacoma, I was like, hey, this is over MSRP. Are you guys willing to do MSRP or something like that? And I had to tell them about the YouTube channel, shout outs and all this stuff, right? But they were saying that because of that, if they sell way too many vehicles to out of market, Toyota will realize like, hey, where are those cars going? Let's just put more cars into this market, kind of a thing. So I have heard that as well. I'm not sure if that 50 plus miles or if it's 100 plus miles or 200 plus miles. I'm not sure if it's the exact mileage and stuff, but I have heard that. All right, what's Daniel talking about? Page 142 of that thread is where it gets interesting. Which thread? Daniel, who are you talking to? Who's Daniel talking to? Or was it from earlier? Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what thread that was, Daniel. Talking about the different engines and stuff then. Drew says, BFG KO3's Falcon Wild Peaks. I don't know. KO3s literally just came out, so I have no idea if they're good, bad, what the verdict is on those. A lot of people enjoy their Falcons for the price, that is for sure. So yeah, I mean, you could go with BFGs just for that household name, and they've been around forever, or the Falcons for probably a cheaper price. I would assume that they are a cheaper price. Marty Vision, what is up? Says, what up, Dr. J in the building. Hope you got that coffee for you and the wife. I did. We did. We are doing it once a week. But actually, no. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Yeah, we did. She got a Lotus Energy drink, and then I got a coffee. Ha ha ha. What's good, man? All is good, dude. Try to do a going to the Expedition Overland, going to their ranch on Thursday. They have their whole grand opening and all that stuff. So just trying to get some things done around the house before then, and just too much piling on, and it's all good though. But wanted to keep the live streams going for Tuesday with y'all, because we probably won't do a live stream next Tuesday because I will be down in Tampa, but we will see. We will see. Did Toyota do anything to address the tailgate theft on newer gen trucks? I doubt it, because my tailgate just fell off one day. Like when it was a brand new truck, and I opened up the tailgate, and it just kind of fell off because I guess it wasn't seated properly or something. I think I told you guys about that in the Tundra video. But I would assume not. I feel like it's super easy. Probably on the Tacomas, it's a little harder with a automatic tailgate. But yeah, I doubt it. Tailgate theft is so easy to do. But if you get a hose clamp or something and just latch it yourself, you can. I don't know if they have. Philbrook Fishing says, I think that you should get a GR Corolla for the channel. Seriously, though, I am excited to see a second gen Tundra on the channel. I have a 14 limited crew cab, and I love it. I was searching earlier again today for a second gen Tundra. Again, first gen Tundras too, but this one dude just wanted way too much money for it, so I hit him like super low, and he just sent me laughing emojis. I'm like, bro, like your truck is trash. It's not good at all. But there is a 2021 Platinum Tundra that just came in off of probably lease or something like that, and it's in Voodoo Blue with very low miles. I think it has like 12 or 13,000 miles or something like that on it. But the dealership wants 51, and I think that's like expensive. No, is 51 grand like expensive for a 2021 Tundra? I feel like it is for a Platinum. I mean, I don't know. I want to look a little bit more, but it looks super clean, and it's Voodoo Blue, and it's a Platinum, which is really nice. Cripple Creek Studios, what is up? How's it going? Keep up the great vids. Getting the Tacoma tomorrow to hopefully update you guys all and close the book on that saga. And then, like I said, going to Expedition Overland's Ranch, going to capture some content there for you guys. I took the Land Cruiser somewhat off-roading the other day and put it into some sand, and we put it up on the lift at Yoda Mafia, so that video is coming too. And then I have some installs to do onto the Tacoma that I've been sitting on for a little bit, just because of the grill issue. Like, I had to take off the grill and do all this stuff for these mods, so like I just wanted them to fix the truck first, so I know that the truck is fixed before I took the grill off again. So now that it's fixed, and I'm picking it up tomorrow, hopefully that we'll be able to install those either Sunday or before I leave tomorrow. Kaya, how's it going? Says, I'm still waiting on my Pro to come in, looking to upgrade with a Westcott pre-collar kit with some Toyo Open Country tires. They 285/70 R17s wouldn't fit under the truck. Thoughts? Those should fit under the truck if it's a TRD Pro. Those should fit no problem, because I feel like those are a little bit smaller, if not the same size as the ones that are coming on the truck. Those are about a 33 and a half, right? Something like that. Yeah, 33 and a half, almost a 34. Those should fit under a TRD Pro. It just depends on what size offset that you're gonna go with for your 17-inch wheels. But those should be pretty dang close to fitting on the truck without a Westcott kit, I think. Because the stock TRD Pro is lifted up about an inch or so more than the normal Tacoma, and all you need to do is just take off those crash supports in the back and pin up the liner just a little bit up front, and you should be good if you're just wanting to put bigger tires on your truck. Not like saying don't buy Jeff's kit. Like, if you want to buy the kit to be lifted up a little bit higher, you totally can. But if you're just trying to do it for the tires themselves, you should be able to fit those with no issues. Bob Bailey, what is up? How's it going? It says, I had a chance to drive an iForce Max Tacoma over the weekend. Loved it. Way quicker than my 2016. Can't wait to get one when I can find a spec I'd like. Yeah, give it a couple more months or something like that. More and more hybrids are coming in to the market and stuff, and hopefully everyone will be able to find which ones they want, and also hopefully at a little bit of a discount. Todd Gill says, hey John, first time watching a live. I always catch it the next day. Dude, thank you so much. Hopefully, sorry Todd, if the quality's not the best. I have no idea what's going on, but I heard that, or through the chat, my wife too, she texted me, she's like, the audio's good, but the video keeps glitching, which is fine because we don't really show a whole lot anyways on the live stream right now. But, you know, at least we're talking and stuff. Cordetti says he has the jet out. See you later, man. Appreciate you coming. Daniel says, I posted a leak. Maybe chat. Oh, yeah. Chat doesn't allow links up in here. I think that's built into the StreamYard just in case people post spam or something like that. But it's all good, dude. Appreciate it. JR says, trying to figure out if there's a way to turn on and off the charging dock when I switch in the console. Dude, again, I have no idea what you're talking about. So on the Tacoma, if you're talking about the Tacoma, I have no idea what truck you're talking about. The Tacoma has charging little blocks that you could just put on the truck. Like you could plug it in, you could do wireless charging if your truck has that or not. And then when you're talking about those light switches and stuff, I'm not sure if you're talking about the auxiliary switches or what. I have no idea, like with the limited detail, what you're trying to get at for those. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I just have no idea what vehicle. Erwin says I only have the 5.5 foot bed, and I did see a review that you did on the Paragon cover. Very nice. Yeah, I mean I enjoyed it. Like I said, the downfall is that it kind of falls into the bed, so you can't put like boxes and stuff under there. And Mr. Khan's talking about to Drew and stuff. Kyle007 says, "Hey John, new Tacoma SR5 or used 2013 Tundra with 42k miles. Both are, man, that's kind of hard because it'd be like, do you need a full size truck or do you need, just a smaller truck? One is brand new, it's gonna get way better gas mileage. The other one is just a big truck and could potentially have engine issues in the future. You never know. 42,000 miles, that's cutting it kind of close to when a lot of the vehicles are failing. It's actually over the mileage when a lot of vehicles are failing for the Tundra. So like I know that not that many Tundras have failed, but it just stinks. Like in the back of your mind, you're kind of like, dude, is it gonna fail? I don't know. If you want to spend 10 more grand and just buy my Tundra Platinum, you totally can. Just let me know. But yeah, that's hard. A Tacoma SR5 for 45 grand though, that's just way too much. Honestly, there's a lot of Tacoma SR5s for like 39 to 40, 42 right now if you're able to shop around as well. So just definitely keep an eye out for discounts on brand new Tacomas and incentives too. The incentives are actually out there for like 0% and everything like that. I've seen in some markets like 0% for 60 months on some Tacomas right now. Leo says, hey John, how does one get invited to test drive these new vehicles like you did with the TRD Pro Tacomas in San Diego? You have to be some sort of an automotive journalist. They don't just open the doors to everyone. So I am an automotive journalist via YouTube and Instagram, and you have to have a decent amount of following, not a huge following, just an engaging audiences that will kind of like the vehicles and stuff, or you can ask questions about the vehicles and just have your audience, I guess, like the cars, or you showcase the car as well or whatnot too. So I got invited to my first event. It was the Tundra event, like for the brand new Tundra launch and stuff in Texas. And yeah, they just messaged me, they emailed me about it and said, hey, do you want to go and do this and stuff? And we like your stuff and we think that you would represent the brand well. I'm like, what do you mean I get to like showcase a new truck? I had no idea like what it was and whatnot. So that's just how I got my foot in the door, and I've just enjoyed it ever since. It's been a good time. Phil Brooks says, just to let everyone know, I just picked up a set of Falcon Wild Peaks for my 4Runner. Discount tires, clearing them out, paid $228 a tire. Well, there you go. That is some pricing compared to the KO3s. Yeah, no worries, JR. I apologize. I have no idea like about everything that everyone's trying to say sometimes. So I try to put some things together when people are talking about stuff on here. Kaya says, thanks, Sean. Westcott said it wouldn't fit under the truck. Oh, yeah. Under the truck, it's not going to fit at all, unfortunately. Nothing bigger than a 33-inch tire will fit under the truck as a spare tire. So I would classify that with them. But it would be close for your actual tire itself if you just want to go with a bigger tire. But yes, they are correct with under the truck as a spare tire. Nothing bigger than a 33-inch tire, unfortunately, will fit under there on the Tacoma. Cripple Creek says, I did a little bit more research on Edmunds suggests I should offer up to $2,000 under MSRP on a new 4Runner TRD off-road premium. Thoughts? I think so. And towards the end of the end of the year, with the new 4Runners coming out, the 5th gen may go down, or if the gap of a 5th gen to the 6th gen is too long, then for when they actually make them their way to dealers, that may help maintain a 5th gen kind of market. So if you're able to get $2,000 under MSRP for a 4Runner right now, that's pretty good. I've seen some upwards of $5,000 at some dealerships. Again, it just depends on the area for sure. But yeah, if you can get anything at under MSRP and at a good rate, that's always good. Jimmy, how's it going? What is up? Welcome to the live stream. Fortune Taco, how's it going? For everyone just joining in, if you have not asked questions before, you guys can totally just send some questions into the chat and stuff. We can all talk about it, hang out, whatever questions you guys have. It don't always have to be about Toyota stuff. Mike, how's it going? He says, hey John, is your Land Cruiser powertrain similar to the brand new Highlander? Keep up the good stuff. So with that new 2.4 in the Highlander, it is similar in the sense of the base of the engine. But per the interview that I did with Craig, who was the head of powertrain for the new Tacoma, about 53% of the engine is kind of the same, right? The rest of it is beefed up internals for a truck, a bigger turbo, different internals themselves for it, different timing and fuel and all this stuff. So at the core, it's kind of like the same 2.4, right? So when people think, oh, Toyota 2.4 turbo, they think this is the engine in all the cars. I think that 2.4 turbo is even in the Toyota Crown. So people think oh, it's just the same engine. Well, it is, but kind of deconstructed a little bit for the Tacoma. So it's kind of the same based off of it, but it's still same but different, right? Marty Vision, I can't see what you're sending me, bro. On live streams, it does restrict links up in here. So it's just so people don't spam links and spam people or scam people and stuff. So I cannot see what you are sending. Of course, everyone is always welcome to the live stream. Glad you're doing good, man. Again, sorry guys if the quality is not the best, but we are talking in. As long as you guys can hear the audio, it is all good. We're heading down south next week. Hopefully I'll get my hands on a GX for a whole week. I'll get to hang out with that, drive it around, and we may take the Land Cruiser down there. That's the way that I'm kind of leaning right now. Hopefully the dogs will have enough space, and plug the fridge into the 2400 watt inverter in the back of the Land Cruiser, take it down to the Airbnb, get a GX while down there, drive it all around, look for future properties and stuff, and hang out. And it's also our anniversary weekend too, so we'll have I think it's a GX Premium. I need to look at the email real quick and see what he said. I can't remember if it's a, what did he say? Just move some. It's a Luxury Plus. So it's a Luxury Plus GX. So that would be perfect for anniversary weekend. That's a very expensive vehicle. That's like $80,000+ for a freaking GX. So that will be fun while we're down there, and definitely gonna probably go through a whole tank of gas and more with that thing, just because we're gonna be driving a lot. Philip says, has it been confirmed if they are going to offer a 6-speed manual in the 6th Gen 4Runner? They are not. Everything that we know about the 6th Gen 4Runner, at least as of right now, is it is an automatic transmission. There is no thought of a manual, unfortunately, for the 4Runner. The rumors were heavy that a manual would make its way to the 4Runner, but I guess they just ultimately decided against it. Not to say that it may not come in the future. Like the Supra, they just launched the Supra as an automatic, and then they brought a manual, right? All they need to do is just bring the Tacoma's manual over. But as of right now, it's only automatics for the 4Runner. Mike Lewis says, hey John, overall, what did you think about your about Land Cruiser compared to your Tundra so far? It seems like you're enjoying it. I'm trying to decide whether to go Tundra or GX 550 over trail. So whenever, I know this may be repetitive for some people, whenever people ask SUV or truck, I always just, the very first question I ask them is like, do you need a truck or are you okay with an SUV? Because if you're okay with an SUV, I would go GX 550 over trail all day over the Tundra. But if you need a truck for truck things and you're actually going to use it as a truck, I would pick the Tundra just because it's more utility. You could just throw stuff in the bed, you could tow, have more room in the cab, right? Even though the GX is a little bit bigger because it's an SUV, the Tundra is still bigger inside, if that makes sense. And the Tundra, if driven properly, gets better gas mileage weirdly than the GX. So I don't know. It's hard. The GX is built way better than the Tundra. The quality of it is just insane for it being a Lexus product and built in Japan. But excuse me, the engines are pretty much the same. The way they drive and stuff is the same for the like to an extent. So I like the Land Cruiser. Me personally, I just enjoy having a truck. The Tacoma gets by, like when I sell this Tundra, or if I am able to, I hope I am, and get serious about it. I will still have a Tacoma for like truck things, but nothing beats like a full-size truck for actual truck stuff. But if you don't need a truck, I would definitely consider a GX. Mike says, hey, one other thing. Have you heard of any minor changes for 25 Tundra? I reserved a 25 Pro. I have not. There may be some tiny things here and there, but I have not heard any changes yet. I'm sure when we get the press release here, maybe in a couple months, hopefully for the Tundra, with any new things for 2025, that would be documented in there. And then I will definitely make a video for you guys with all the new changes for the Tundra. But as of right now, the only new thing is the color. So it's the mud bath color. That's the only new thing that I know of for the 25 model year. Fortune Taco says, hey, do you like the new 4th gen Tacoma? How do you like the new 4th gen Tacoma compared to a 3rd gen? I like it a lot. I was able to drive my 3rd gen to go pick up my 4th gen and then drove the 4th gen the same road back home, and it drove better. The seating position's better. I enjoy the technology in it more. The engine, it actually has like good power. Like the 3rd gen, when it's stock, it's fine. It's the moment you start putting more weight onto a 3rd gen, it just doesn't like it. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I really enjoy the 4th gen, even modded out with heavier tires on my 4th gen. I just enjoy driving it. And I'm not sure if it's a connection with it because I did a huge, massive road trip with it and off-roaded it and actually had fun. But I just really like the platform more than the 3rd gen. And that's not me trying to sell the 4th gen. I could care less if people buy it. I'm just being real, right? Like, I enjoy it. Jared says, what are your thoughts on Teslas? I think that they were good to make the path for competition of EVs. I'm not a big fan of EVs. I'd rather have hybrid or plug-in hybrids or plug-in vehicles. But the quality and the stuff that I see on those is just bad. It's just so bad. Like Hyundai, and I feel like Kia probably make like some of the best EV vehicles, like just on looks and just interior quality and stuff, like for the general masses, you know, not like Lucid and all those other ones that make like these bougie EVs and stuff, right? But Teslas are fine. I mean, they're all over the place. They're kind of disposable, I guess. The quality could be better on certain ones. I don't know how like the Cybertruck is a thing. That is just like, there's so many corners I feel like cut just to bring that truck to the market, and it just looks so funny. Like people cutting their hands and their fingers and their just knees and stuff on it. I mean, it's just, and it's rusting for some people. I don't know. Yeah, Teslas are fine. They paved the way for new EVs and stuff, but like I feel like if they want to be a brand that's still, you know, doing stuff, then they need to realize like, hey, we made the competition's here, and they're starting to like be a lot better than us. So maybe they get better. Me personally though, I'm just a fan of internal combustion. I do like hybrid technology. Hybrid technology is really good, and I like plug-in hybrids. So that's probably like the closest to an EV vehicle I would get is, give me 30, 40, 50 miles of EV range, and then an actual engine turns on. Marty Vision said you sent it to me on Messenger. So let me, actually, I don't think my Facebook is logged in on this computer right now because I was messing with it. And Facebook's not even logging. Holy crap, dude. This stuff, man, I swear. Technology, dude. When it works, it's great. When it doesn't, it's the dumbest crap ever. Oh, I need to switch to the business account. Switch to Tier John. What did you send? Is this some dumb crap, bro? Loading. Messenger. Oh, it's a Tundra. Is it a Tundra? Oh, it says the marketplace isn't available to me for some reason for that Tundra, and I'm not sure why. So if you could screenshot it and send it to me, because for some reason it's not showing that Tundra to me at all. Mike says, what is your favorite piece of gear to bring with you on a road trip? Huh. I don't know. Because it depends on what type of road trip it is, right? Obviously, water. Water is a big one to bring, but like a lot of stuff I could just get if I forget it. I could buy it at like a grocery store or Walmart or something like that. I like to snack on like some beef jerky, sometimes sunflower seeds, but I try not to do sunflower seeds anymore because I just keep throwing them into my mouth. So it is a Voodoo Blue Tundra, Marty Vision said. It's weird. It's a Tundra you would want shows from me. Yeah, just if you could screenshot it, just send it to me again. But yeah, I don't know. Man, for road trips, it's kind of hard. Like I'm just determined to get there. Some snacks is good and drinks and stuff, but I just kind of like just getting in and going, honestly. You could pick stuff up at gas stations if you really want. Having a phone, obviously, is nice to have, and I just sometimes just put it on the thing or the Carista, or not the Carista, but the CarLink it thing. Just plug it into the dongle just to have background shows going. You don't stare at the screen as you're driving, right? That is actually really, really nice to have. Daniel says, my brother and I were in the Tampa area checking things out also last weekend. The Parrish and Bradenton area is really nice. I hope that property works out for you. Dude, appreciate it. That's exactly pretty much where we're going to be looking at stuff at and whatnot. So I'm really hoping, really hoping. And I hope it's not just all, looks better online. And then when we get there, I'm just like, ooh. We shall see. Juan says, I keep getting calls from dealerships on the daily. Does that mean 24 Tacomas are not selling because of jacked up prices? I don't think a lot of stuff is selling anywhere. Dodge is down, GM is down, Toyota's down. Like, everyone's down. Like, these rates are just so high that it's kind of just made people not want vehicles. So the fact that they're calling means they are desperate. They're trying to sell stuff for sure. So if you want a vehicle, 100% take advantage of it right now. Get the great rates. Get money off the vehicle if you really want it. No worries, Mike. And then Juan also says that it's just so weird that in Texas there's a lot of Tacoma trims that they do not come with a 14-inch screen. I have to look at other states to get that technology package. That's kind of crazy that it's not like that in Texas and stuff. But dang, that's wild. But hopefully you find one that you want. And Marty Vision says, weird. This is a Tundra shows for me. Sent on Messenger. I see the screenshots now. Oh, this is clean, dude. Where are you at? Oh gosh, dude. Why does Facebook do this? Yeah, it just says marketplace is not available. Maybe it's because I'm on my Tier John account, and that doesn't have like a marketplace. But even these photos are small. I'm just gonna use it on my phone real quick. So what I'm doing right now, guys, I'm not just ignoring you. I am looking at what Marty Vision sent to me on my Tier John on Facebook. If you guys are on Facebook, you guys can see me over there. Got 5,000 followers over there. And actually, you can make money on Facebook too, which is kind of crazy. A lot of people actually make pretty good money on Facebook. There's ways to make money everywhere, guys. Literally everywhere. The stupid thing is, oh, there we go. Nick sent 8 photos. $43 is what they have it at. Up in New York, huh? 68,000 miles. Tier D Pro, excellent condition, new tires, Tesla radio. What the heck? Power steps, 68K miles on it. Contact if interested. Ralph Santos, huh? This actually looks... Oh, that's a Tesla radio. It's a ginormous radio that they have inside of this Tundra. And he's got the backflip thing. I don't know how I feel about that Tesla radio, though. I'm gonna have to look at that one. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. We will look at that after, because I thought too, like, I don't know, because on the Tundra I only owe like 35 on it, and Kelly Blue Book for private party is like 58 to 59. If I got like 55 for my Tundra, I'd be like super happy, because I think I put like 20 grand down on it when I bought it. So if that's the case, then I'd make my money back, right, on the Tundra, and could document that all for you guys as well. And it'd just be nice to have like another truck with that. I mean, I have the Tacoma, but it may get thin here for all that stuff. And then Daniel says, here's... Oh, dang, you guys are all up in here too. All right, I will take a look at this one as well. So it's from the Lexus Enthusiasts. Okay. Not meeting 2027 emission standards. All right. Yeah, I'll take a look at that too. And all that may change too. You know, different president in the White House, maybe all these emissions standards, they won't be pressed as hard. I know that there's already kickback and stuff on EVs as well. Like, EVs aren't selling. People don't want them. People don't care. So it'll be very interesting to see all of that as it comes in the future. And Florida Jake, a proud member on the channel. What is up, man? How's it going? Says, good evening, John. Still trucking with my 4th Gen Tacoma SR5. No issues. Close to 3,000 miles now on it. Heck yeah, dude. That's good to hear. They don't have any issues with it. I'd hope not, right? Brand new truck, but unfortunately stuff does happen. I will be picking up my Tacoma tomorrow, guys. I can document that video for those that want to see it. And then we have some modifications to do onto the Tacoma as well, along with some Land Cruiser stuff too. And then I'll be going to Expedition Overland to their ranch in Montana, doing some content with them and everything. And it's just a huge open house, which is going to be really, really cool. Come back home for like a day, and then we'll be heading down south to Tampa area to look at some property and be in a Lexus GX Luxury Plus for a whole week. So it's going to be some nice bougie driving with that. And we'll probably take the Land Cruiser down so I could do some more comparison videos of the two. Big Rich says, do you think it's worth trading in my built-out 4Runner for a Land Cruiser? Do you think that the Sequoia would be a disadvantage off-road compared to my 4Runner based on how thin some trails can get? My thing with the Sequoia and like the Tundras is you have to be out on the West Coast for like those big vehicles. Like, you can be here. We do have some bigger trails here, but for the most part, like in the south and the east and the northeast and stuff, there's a lot of trees. There's a lot of trees, and those bigger vehicles just do a lot better out in the West Coast. Personally, I just like a smaller vehicle when I off-road with it. I prefer the 4Runner, but like the Tacoma is my favorite to off-road. The Land Cruiser is just slightly bigger, than the current 4Runner, so a little bit more stable on and off roads and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's just I'd prefer that probably over a Sequoia. Not only for that, but just the money too that you're spending on a Sequoia compared to like a Land Cruiser. If you just get like a normal Land Cruiser grade or the premium grade, you know, yeah, it's close to like 60 to 70,000, but like a good built out Sequoia with, you know, the Tier D off road package and stuff, you're close to the 65 to 70 as well. And I just feel like the Land Cruiser is just a bit more premium and kind of put together a little bit, not put together better, but you could tell the quality in the Land Cruiser, at least mine, for the same price that we had a Tier D Pro Sequoia at. There's a lot of plastic on it. Sequoia's definitely got a bit more punchy of an engine. It scoots for sure. But again, of the Land Cruiser and the Sequoia, I would probably pick the Land Cruiser almost every time. Juan says, thank you. I got a name for this live stream since you do it every Taco Tuesday talk. Oh, there we go. Taco Tuesday talks. That's pretty rad. I would like that. Yeah, I mean, and it's not always about the Tacoma, but that would be cool. Taco Tuesday talks with Tier D John. the John would ruin it though. That'd be cool. Taco Tuesday talks. I like that. Puddin says, posted Land Cruiser off-road pics on my channel if you want to check them out. Really loving this truck. Third live show I've watched in a row. Thanks, man. Heck yeah. I will screenshot you right now to make sure if it's this channel, Puddin, I'll send everyone over there to that. If you guys want to go over to Puddin's channel for more Toyota stuff, Land Cruiser stuff, head on over. Marty Vision says, what do you think about this whole thing that happened to Trump without getting too political? The guy that died was a freaking legend firefighter, father of two, and then Trump walked out at the RNC. Yeah, it's crazy. The thing that I don't like about, the media saying all this stuff like, oh, he walked off stage, or loud noises and stuff. Like, come on, just call it how it freaking is, you know? I just wish that more stuff was talked about with the individual that was killed, right? Because it seems like it is all about Trump, obviously, because it's a headline news. But it does stink, man, that there was a life that was lost. And I believe 2 to 3 others are still critically injured, and I don't think that they've been cleared yet to leave the hospital from what I've seen. So I think it's crazy. Unfortunately, I knew that, and a lot of people were skeptical about this, that something bad like this would happen to try to stop him and stuff, right? And it unfortunately did. And with that too, there was a life lost, and potentially more, depending on how critical they are actually at the hospital. I believe it's 2 or 3 others. So it does stink about the firefighter that passed away. I've seen a lot of stuff coming out, like from him and from his family and stuff. He's very excited to go to the rally and everything, and just the big heart and everything too. So definitely sympathies for that family for sure. And yeah, Trump got like just super lucky that he like moved his head at just that instant, you know. And yeah, without getting political and how that was able to happen, we're not going to talk about that on this live stream. Maybe that's like a campfire talk with a couple beers later or something like that. But yeah, that was crazy, man. Crazy. And I feel so bad for the father that died too, man. Puddin said that they posted that up. Gary says, did you ever find out why the Land Cruiser? No, so I have not yet, Gary, and I will be having a live stream with Chief Engineer Sheldon Brown, who is looking over both not only the Tacoma, but the Tundra now as well. So I will be posting to my community tab if you guys have any questions or anything like that you want me to ask him. I can ask him. And also, I will be asking him that, like, are they very close to the same engines? Would the Tacoma run even better if I put premium in that for a while? Like, what's up? You know? Although the Land Cruiser has been driving well with regular gas in it. The MPGs have gone down a little bit. Then again, I have been driving it a little bit harder just because we off-roaded it the other day and was having some fun with it. So we're down to like 21.4 or 3 miles per gallon with the Land Cruiser now. And a lot of idle time too with it, which doesn't help at all. Rogue says, last week I asked how big of tires would fit on a stock SR5 Tundra with 18-inch wheels. I finally found out it's 295/70 R18s, and they look amazing with the offset. Absolutely no rub. So that would be close to a 34, right? Or right around a 34-inch tire. Heck yeah, that's good. Yeah, that I'm sure that looks good. Yeah, I believe because we just weren't sure if it would touch the upper control arm. But as long as you are clear of that upper control arm, then that's good, Rogue. I'm glad it looks good, and your Tundra looks awesome and you like it. So yeah, I'm all caught up, guys. If you guys have any other questions, you guys can send them in and stuff. But yeah, we're going to be heading down to Tampa next week and stuff. Hopefully it all goes good. I got big plans, man. If like that actually happens and comes to fruition and stuff, like it would be so cool to actually have a shop to do stuff with trucks and have more of a collection of vehicles and whatnot for more content for you guys and everything too. I think that would be really cool, and just to be in an area to where I could get more press vehicles and do things as well down there and whatnot, and where it doesn't get cold in the wintertime, because it kind of gets cold up here in the Panhandle. Super Soup, what is going on? Says, I got the new Trail Dust last week. Any idea why no Nittos on the truck this time? No idea. Or if anything, because Toyota is going with Toyo now, like on the new 4Runner and stuff, some Toyos would have been nice. Like, give us the Toyo Open Countries that they put on the GX onto the Land Cruiser too. I mean, it looks so good on the GX Overtrail. It's actually a pretty decent tire. I don't know why they just didn't do that on the Land Cruiser. There are some dealerships and stuff that are putting ridge grapplers onto their Land Cruisers as well, like just from the port. They're like just putting them on there. So some have them, but yeah, it's definitely kind of skinnier Michelins that actually do pretty decent with that full-time four-wheel drive system. We got it in some pretty soft sand the other day, fully aired up and stuff, and it did pretty well. But yeah, having some Nittos or even the Toyo Open Countries, they would do pretty good on that Land Cruiser. Putin also says, a couple of shows ago you mentioned something about a camping item. Was it the cooler you posted about, or was it camping in the back related? So I did post about the cooler, but I did get the kind of modular bed in the mail for the Land Cruiser. So, man, hopefully I could do that within the next couple of weeks to showcase for you guys, either here on YouTube as like a long form video or a short form video. But it's pretty cool. I really like it. And then Putin also says, and you posted a 1958 on a short. What about it do you like more? Just the color? It did look good. Yeah, the meteor shower is pretty good. What I like about the 1958 is just kind of like the price for like a really base one. And if you're going to be modifying the Land Cruiser, like to me, that's the one to go with. I feel like the 58 is just a blank slate for a lot of people to do a lot of cool things with. That's definitely what I like about the 1958. Cripple Creek says that would be awesome if you're able to get Lana in a shop. Give Outdoor Auto some competition. Outdoor Auto. Who is that? Outdoor Auto. On YouTube. 72,000 followers. Nice. Oh, dude, that's a sick Tundra. How have I never heard of this guy before? Dude, this is way cool. I like his Tundra a lot. So I'm not sure if he still has it, but it's on his channel banner. That is like what I would love to do with a second gen Tundra. Maybe not like the full GFC topper or anything, or like the heavier bumper in the back. But man, that looks so freaking cool. I'll have to watch his videos. I like that. I'm gonna leave that tab open too. Samson says, don't give up on that Tundra. Love my 24 for my family. Yeah, I'm not giving up on it. It's just having the cash to buy like a property would be really nice with it. If I was able to keep it, then yeah, that'd be cool. But I'm not gonna, you know, if money's on the table and I'm able to clear up debt to income for it, and then also make some money as well in the process of selling it, so I can expand to bigger and better things, then I'm gonna do it. So I did want to keep that Tundra for a while, but I think that right now it just makes sense to let that go. I kind of want to let the Tacoma go too fairly quickly as well, like faster than I wanted to for this, because I just want, like, when we go down there, if this does happen, I just want it to just be a fresh start, and like, hey, this is all new stuff except for the 4Runner. I was like, hey, this is, and maybe the Land Cruiser, this is all fresh stuff, fresh new start, new Tacoma build, new Tundra that's coming out, new Tundra build, get a car, something like that, a little fun car, and just do a lot of stuff, like do a lot of stuff down there. It'd be so fun. Nathan Mueller, that name sounds so familiar. You'll love him. He's big into tire reviews. Maybe that's why. Maybe his was one that I saw with the KO3s or something like that. Someone did. Yep, that's why it looks familiar. 5 months ago, he did KO2 versus KO3s. Yep. Okay, that's why. Okay. Gotcha. Well, guys, I think we're gonna wrap up the live stream a little bit early. I know that it was. How do I join the live? You are with us right now, King Orange. You are here right now joining the live. What is up, man? Thank you. But we are going to probably end a little bit early. Sorry it was started a little bit later, guys. At 7:30, wanted you guys to maybe watch Tim's channel if you all enjoy Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk, because I saw that he was going to be going live today. So we started at around 7:30-ish, which was a little bit later than normal. But, guys, I appreciate you all coming out. Couple last minute messages coming on in. Well, then there you go. But we will wrap up. What type of exhaust are you planning on running? I am planning on, Michael, running MagnaFlow on the Tacoma. That should hopefully be coming pretty soon. I think it is. I'm doing it through Trail Tacoma and MagnaFlow as well, so we're just trying to figure out details and stuff, but they're supposed to be sending it out like very, very soon. How do I join the, like with me on my live stream? Probably not. We're just talking and answering your guys' questions and stuff, brother. But I appreciate you being here, though. Studio 36 says, any update on the Land Cruiser TRD Pro lift? Jeff says he's still waiting for a couple parts to come in for that lift. They are not coming in as quickly as he wanted them to come in, but hopefully we will have the that lift kit on the Land Cruiser soon. It gives me a little bit more time to source the wheels as well for it. Yep, Daniel, no worries, man. Appreciate you guys. Putin says, I thought that was rumors at first, but someone at the Toyota dealerships yesterday said that new Land Cruiser is coming. If that is true, would it be a tiny vehicle? I'm seeing on YouTube videos your thoughts. I think it will just be a tinier one. I know that it is overseas. It's just if it's coming over here to the U.S. market or so. So we'll see. It would be nice to have something small, but again, now there's just so many SUVs for Toyota. Like, which one do you pick? You know? Yeah, no worries, Michael. Yeah, we're gonna be doing MagnaFlow on the Tacoma. I mentioned it just a little bit, a couple times in videos. But I just didn't know if it was 100% going to happen. But they had a final call today, so hopefully it went good. And real estate is king. Have a good night. You guys all have a great night. I agree with that. Samsung, Juan, Cripple Creek Studios, Mike, everyone for coming out. Thank you guys so much. And hopefully I will see you guys next week. If not, I will see you in the videos uploaded this week in the comment section. All right, guys. Have a great night.